What's up everybody, Jason here. On this channel I do backpacking tips, trips, and gear reviews, so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're not new to the channel, thank you for your continued support, because without you guys this channel wouldn't be growing like it is. So let's get into the video. What's up everybody? In today's video we're going to take a look at what's in my cold weather clothing bag. I carry kind of just basic stuff. I don't not anything too extravagant. I do have some pieces of gear that are pretty expensive, but they're well worth it. I'll kind of show you guys everything and just tell you what it is, where I got it, and you guys can kind of decide from there if any of this stuff might work for you, or maybe you got something that might work better for me. And I'm always up for upgrading stuff. I know I definitely want to upgrade my long johns that I take to get something a little lighter. But so let's get into it. I'll show you guys what I got. First up, one thing that I usually always have with me, even in some of the warmer months, is just a small little beanie. This one's made by Rab. Picked this up at a outdoor shop that I used to go to. It's real small, real lightweight, compact, works pretty good. So next up, something that I very rarely take with me, except if I know it's going to be cold or snowy or whatever the case is just a pair of gloves. They're lightweight gloves made by Rab as well. They have the grips on them. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Helps for holding on to things, if you got trekking poles, or like in my case I'm carrying a camera, makes it to where I can keep a hold of it. Alright. One thing that I always take with me as well is a pair of thick socks. Mainly I take these with me to sleep in at night because my feet get cold. It just kind of depends. Next up, something that I bought and I've not really used yet, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about them. I don't know how well I'm going to like them or not. And obviously this is something that would definitely be for the cold weather. It's a pair of just down boots. They're very lightweight. They were pretty cheap. I got them off from REI. They even have like a harder sole, so you can walk around in them. You could use them as a camp shoe. Obviously if it's wet and stuff like that, it probably wouldn't be the best of ideas, but I've heard that they're pretty good. They feel warm, so they might be something worthwhile. I'll definitely try these out when the weather gets colder. Speaking of footwear, my footwear that I use is just the same stuff that I always wear. I don't upgrade to winter boots. I wear my same trail runners. These are the La Sportiva Wildcats. Extremely comfortable, little expensive, but I love them. They are definitely well worth the investment. So I wear these. I also, I bring extra socks to change into if my feet get wet. I'll bring like, 2 pairs of socks, one that I'm wearing, and I'll just kind of swap them out. So it might be something worth thinking about. Next up, I have just a pair of the Columbia Omni Heat long johns. They have the reflective material inside. I picked these up from the Columbia outlet store. We have one near here, so I picked them up. They're pretty warm. I also picked up the Columbia Omni Heat top as well, with the reflective material inside. It has the half zip here in the front. Zip it up. It's got a little bit of a neck to it. These are, and it's also got the thumb hole. I like the thumb hole if I'm wearing gloves or if I have a jacket on or something like that. Works out quite well. These are great. I like them. They're warm, but the downside is they are pretty heavy as far as clothing goes. I'm actually considering upgrading to like the Patagonia Capeline or something, you know, similar to that, something a little lighter weight. So we'll just kind of see. But like I said, I could pick these up at the outlet mall. They were cheap, so you know, and they work. My expensive piece, and honestly extremely worth the money, is the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer Down. I got the hooded jacket version. They make it non-hooded. This piece here, I think was like around $350 at the time I bought it. You can get the non-hooded version for I think around $325. This is a down jacket. It's got the waterproof down material in it, or the waterproof down inside. Obviously, but you know, I mean, you still don't. It's not a rain jacket. One thing that I do is, if it's like really cold or if it starts to rain and I'm wearing this, you know, you can put your rain jacket over top of this. It, you know, kind of keeps in some of the heat. But as far as like the warmth to weight ratio, I really don't think this thing can be beaten. It folds up into its own little package. We'll open it up and show it to you. My kids call this my trash bag jacket, because honestly that is one of the things that I don't like about this jacket, is it's so shiny, and I don't like that. But I'm in the woods, so who cares? Here's the jacket itself. As you can see, it's pretty shiny. Looks like a trash bag, like the kids say, but it's warm, so that's what matters, right? And that is just the stuff that I use for my colder weather. And like I said, this stuff kind of depends on the trip, you know, if it's going to be extremely cold or, you know, 30s, 40s, you know, just whatever the case is. Some of this stuff I won't bring, but usually when it's a little cooler, my Ghost Whisperer down jacket is always with me, as well as my toboggan hat. Obviously this stuff, you know, is good for, you know, when you're hiking and stuff like that, but also one thing to think about, you know, when you're at camp, that's when your top quilt and under quilt, or your sleeping bag, whichever you do, tent or hammock, that's when that comes into play. So this is just kind of a tool, you know, to keep warm. You also, I mean, you can sleep in this stuff obviously at night. That's why I got the down booties and stuff like that. So if it gets extremely cold, I can kind of put this stuff on and hopefully stay cool, or stay warm, sorry. That's it for my stuff. If you guys have any recommendations on, you know, a lightweight underwear, you know, like a base layer, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm looking to upgrade. Just a short video today, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, hope to see you on the trail.